Hey everyone! Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a story like this. It all began with an odor, a subtle, sharp aroma drifting up from the mug of steaming cocoa my girl had set down for me. I'd encountered that aroma ages ago, during my days crunching numbers when a customer passed from cyanide. Like bitter nuts, it lingered in the vapor, barely there yet impossible to forget. Sip it while it's warm, Mama, Sarah murmured, her words smooth and sweet, just like they'd been since she was little. She grinned, but her gaze didn't align with that gentle sound. It was chilly, fixed, like she was anticipating something. I raised the mug to my mouth, acting like I was tasting it. Then I put it back and grabbed the sugar container. I'll toss in a bit more sugar, I mentioned, keeping my tone even though chaos was swirling inside me. While Sarah faced the sink, I swapped my mug with the one for her spouse, Alex. He'd wandered off to grab a call right before. It was a quick, gut-driven swap, the sort that stems from years spotting clues and juggling accounts. Deep inside, I just knew. When Alex came back, he beamed at Sarah, pecked her cheek, and settled next to her. "Looks delicious," he commented, picking up the cup. She propped her chin on her hand and observed him sip. About 20 minutes on, the initial yell ripped through the home's calm. I rushed to Alex sprawled on the kitchen tiles, his form jerking, his skin ghostly, bubbles at his lips. His fingers scratched at nothing, like grasping the unseen. Sarah dropped beside him, yelling, "Alex! Alex, come on!" Her cries rang with fear, but no drops fell from her eyes. I snatched the phone and dialed emergency, my fingers shaking so bad I nearly let it slip. My son-in-law, he stopped breathing. "Get here fast." My heartbeat thundered in my head like a beat of shock. While the operator probed for info, I saw Sarah push on Alex's chest, her wails getting wilder, more frantic. But amid that racket, my brain started linking bits, small, sensible clues that wouldn't shut up. Why push me to gulp the cocoa immediately? Why prepare 3 when she knew Alex skipped it afternoons? And why, as she hovered over her fading hubby, did that spark of scheming still shine in her stare? The medics showed up in what seemed like forever, but was just minutes. They tended to Alex as Sarah latched onto me, weeping on my arm. "Mama," he's slipping away. "Do something, please." For a second, I ached to buy the act. I ached to think the kid I'd cherished for 3 decades couldn't do something so vile. But inside, I already got it. The sharp aroma, the unflinching look, the icy accuracy, it all totaled up. As they lifted Alex into the rig, I trailed in my vehicle, my thoughts speeding through 30 years of moments that now seemed altered in the glare of doubt. That was when the impossible hit me. My own girl might have aimed to end me. As the rig's beacons dimmed ahead, my brain rewound rather than advanced. Each stretch I drove in its wake, those pulsing crimson lights stripped away another veil of recall. Recalls that once warmed, now soured like dust. Sarah entered my world 30 years back, when I was 37, and almost done hoping. My hubby Tom had perished in a wreck 2 years prior, and Doc said kids weren't in the cards anymore. Adopting was the lone wish left after the rest crumbled. When the caseworker delivered Sarah to my step, she was a petite 5-year-old with light golden locks and a worn plush bunny short one ear. She hardly talked. She peered at me with those huge azure eyes, scared, adrift, craving security. I bent low and murmured, "Hey, darling. I'm Laura, your new mama." She gazed a beat before laying her tiny palm on my face. "Mama," she whispered. I wept that evening. Sure affection had circled back to me. The early months flowed easy. Sarah was courteous, cuddly, nearly flawless. But soon, odd little events cropped up. My kitty rose past abruptly. The animal doc said she'd ingested something harmful. Weeks later, every fish in my tank bobbed lifeless one dawn. Then a nearby pup turned up tainted. Each incident, Sarah wailed loudest, bawling over the kitty, scribbling a farewell card for the fish, squeezing me with quivering hugs. I convinced myself it was random, fallout from hurt, a kid settling in. I fed myself what every isolated, optimistic parent does when reality hurts too much. By age 10, Sarah had nailed the skill of allure. Instructors loved her. Folks next door raved about her politeness. But indoors, I began spotting her fibs, petty, planned, delivered with a cool that unnerved me. If cash vanished from my wallet, she'd vow she never went near. Her face firm, unblinking. Once she blamed a peer for picking on her, only for the instructor to reveal Sarah had been the bully. Yet I pardoned it all. I figured I was mending a shattered kid. I figured endurance and care could mend all. I handed her the world, classes, counseling, hours, haven. But trailing the rig that evening, one idea boomed over the wails. Perhaps I hadn't mended Sarah. Perhaps I'd shielded something much gloomier. At the medical center, mayhem engulfed the urgent area. Docs hurried Alex on a gurney, staff shouting terms I couldn't grasp. Sarah dashed alongside, hollering his name, her tone hoarse and dramatic. I tailed silently, clutching my bag till my joints went pale. A staffer halted me at the entry. "Ma'am, kindly wait out here." So I lingered in the corridor, the tang of cleaner biting the air, tuning to beeps, the clank of tools, the pulse of urgency. Every feeling yelled that disaster loomed, not only with Alex, but with all I believed about my existence. Soon after, a doc neared. "Family?" "Yeah," Sarah jumped in, dabbing her eyes. "His spouse. This here's my mama." The doc paused, eyeing us both. "Your man's state is grave. We spotted clear poison markers. Any idea if he's contacted toxins? Poison?" Sarah's words cracked just right. "Oh Lord, no." "How?" My gut twisted. The doc went on. "We caught a whiff of bitter nuts on his exhale. That points to cyanide often." Sarah's complexion went ashen, but her response seemed rehearsed, too exact, too spot on. I advanced before thinking. "He had cocoa," I stated low. "My girl fixed it." The doc's gaze shifted to Sarah. "Who fixed it?" Sarah whipped to me, shocked. "Mama, what's that mean?" "You figure I'd ever?" "Just responding," I said gently. The doc nodded and jotted. "We'll run poison screens. Bring any leftover beverage if you can." Sarah offered fast. "I'll fetch the cups." But I shook my head first. "Nope," I declared solid, my words firm for the initial time in ages. "I'll manage it." Sarah stiffened, her lip corner jerking faintly, a glimpse of something new in her features. Right then, I saw this wasn't a mix-up. This was a show she'd practiced forever, and I'd been the crowd for 30 years. That evening, Sarah begged me to crash. "Please, Mama. Can't face it solo after this," she pleaded, her tone shaky as she filled more tea. What if the culprit returns? The idea of bunking there creeped me out. But I consented, not from faith, but to uncover facts. Past midnight, with the place hushed, I slid from bed. Moon glow sliced the shutters, streaking silver on the hall. Sarah's face was silent. I caught her steady breaths. In the cooking area, I hunted. The surface gleamed, cups scrubbed and racked, too tidy. Deep in the storage, past dusty herbs, I spotted a tiny glass vial, no tag. Within, fine pale dust. I twisted the top and inhaled. That same telltale bitter nut tang hit. Cyanide. I stashed the vial in my bag and pressed on. In a pull-out under linens, I uncovered a slim-shot needle and crease sheet. In Sarah's script, up to mount. She's catching on. Cocoa ideal carrier. My pulse halted. I sneaked to the office she used with Alex. Packed with sorted binders, money logs, digital stuff. I flicked the little light. Amid docs, one binder stood out. Marked bold, Mama End Scheme. Within, duplicates of my estate doc, coverage plan, account summaries, stuff she shouldn't access. I scanned till a page chilled me. Speed schedule. Fatal measure in cocoa. Pin on Alex. A sound jolted, a squeak from the passage. I killed the light and froze breath. Her steps neared gradual, halting by the entry. Then quiet. I held till her retreat to bed. Flipping the light again, I saw another binder buried in the pullout, stuffed with end papers. 2 spouses, each gone pre-40, each listed natural. And below, a journal, sheets detailing measures, signs, timelines, exact, feeling free logs of each guy's end. By my return to quarters, my fingers quaked. I hid the vial and journal in my tote and perched on the mattress, peering into shadow. The child I'd nurtured, adored, shielded for 30 years wasn't Hurt's prey. She was a hunter, and I'd been the next mark. At dawn, I tiptoed to the yard, phone hugged to my torso. Air still moist, heaven's soft rose. My digits shook, dialing Detective Reed's digits from the card at the center. Detective Reed. It's Laura Bennett, I breathed. Got fines. Come quick. What fines? Evidence. The toxin and proof of prior kills. Long hush. Ma'am? Certain? Staring at her notes, plots, praise. Reed's voice shifted, firm, pro. Okay, Mrs. Bennett, keep cool. Patrol in an hour. Routine check look. No confronting. I thanked, ended. Heart thumping near over the chirps. Back in. Sarah at the counter, humming light, buttering bread like normal. Morning, Mama, she chirped. Rest? Barely. Pondering, she added. Hire a sleuth for who tainted Alex. Police might miss. Her calm tested. Police handling fine, I said, measured. Bell chimed. Sarah jumped, then grin forced. Probably them. Two in uniform with Detective Reed at the door. Morning, Mrs. Bennett. Reed said nice. More queries. Sarah advanced, holding steady. Sure, whatever helps. In the seating area, Reed eyed me low. Evidence? I passed my tote. Vial of cyanide, journal, faked papers. She skimmed, features hardening. Soon. From the entry, I saw officers guide Sarah out cuffed. No fight. No tears. Just that cool ice gaze and murmur, shouldn't have snooped, Mama. First time, I held stare. 3 weeks on, Detective Reed rang. Mrs. Bennett, your girl requests a visit, careful. Claims key explanation. I paused. All screamed stay away, but a soft urge said need end. Need face truth once more. The lockup was drab cement reeking cleaner and gloom. In the meat space, Sarah at steel desk, wrist bound, orange suit crisp. Hair yanked back, grinning like casual lunch. Mama, soft, sugary. Thanks for showing. I silent, sat opposite, waited. Just explain on. Stuff you dug, bad look. No, but not that. Never harm you. Guarding you. Guarding me? I echoed low. Yep, quick. Alex risky. Aiming to taint me. Mama just beat him. Eyes glistened. Tone quivered. Act honed years. But I'd shifted. Charm failed. Sarah calm. Read your logs. Blink, mask slipped. Then grin. Chillier. No, I'm sharper than guessed. You ended those guys. Murmured. Aimed me. She leaned, voice edged. Truth, Mama? You experiment. Test how long lady loves beast till spots. Breath snagged. Called it parenting. Said. I called rule. Why? Gave all. Home. Save care. Head tilt blank. Gave needs. Cash. Status. Self. But care? No faith. You type stew. I rose slow. Chair grind floor. Guess no kin, said. Grin grew mean bright. Were, Mama. Ideal mom for my kind. To door. Bye, Sarah. Mama called. Regret flip. IN starts. No glance. 30 years feared loss. Now free. Hearing 3 months on in local court. Press packed hall. Murmurs Sarah like myth. Venom bride. Headline. I front row. Hands clasp. Pulse even. No mom now. Witness. State showed logs. Toxin. Coverage docs. Her script. Each sheet stab. Sarah sat blank. Gaze scan room like next play. Alex stand, voice shake. Said perfected, trace-free ends. Leave try, said in Laura next. Panel silent shock. Words killed leftover doubt. My go spoke soft clear. 30 years thought mom. Wrong. Cover she used. Voice steady. Sarah no sorry. Sarah plan. Defense push sick mind. Early hurt drove. But words sold. Sheets cool plot. Measures. Days. Cash math. No crazy, just power. Panel 4 hours. Guilty all. Sarah no twitch. Glance. Faint grin like you lost. Wrong. First 3 decades. One priceless over pardon. Liberty. 5 years on. Woke birds not whales. Airpine rain. Shifted Asheville, North Carolina. Cozy home hills. Light. Quiet. Dream retire spot when life sane. Alex Close blocks off. Post-hearing, kin beyond blood. Lived her toxin scarred. Built fresh from ruins. 2 years, took 2 kids, brother, sister, local home. Names Jack and Emma. Grandma Laura. Days watch yard play. Ponders Sarah, nomad now, quiet grasp what she missed calm. Launch group aids adopt clan spot field tricks early. Teach spot signs, love plus watch. Clear heart project. Each clan says Dodge thanks us, heel bit. One day, male women's lock up Ohio. Sarah script. Found faith, sorry visit want. Stared long, then fire. Some doors stay shut. That eve, porch stars Jack Emma side. Grandma Emma. Bad folks turn good? Hand take. Some try. Some fake. Learn spot. Bed. I linger listen breeze trees. No haunt feel. Heart not always care. Sometimes full release heart breathe. Made far. Thanks here Laura tale. Not just betray right. Aware. Love no quiet gut. Guard calm mean release one's kin. Touched pass. Not stats. Folks blind care deny. Like sub. Comment. Every soul real shift or some beyond fix. Art vengeance. Truth. Ache. Power voice.